Hi everyone, Danzalite here with a Diablo 4 video about the latest expansion, Lord of Hatred, and more specifically, its campaign. Let me tell you, it is a fantastic ride. Now, don't let me get ahead of myself. This video is mainly going to be about the story and the campaign, and everything about it, from its bosses to its characters to the general gameplay and pacing. This video will be filled with spoilers, so if you want to avoid them, I would advise you play the expansion yourself and then come back to this video later and, well, see if you disagree or agree with me on the points I'm about to bring up. But if you must know before you go, overall, I think this is a great expansion. It's a big step up from Vessel of Hatred. The story is more impactful, and just the general flow of things is just handled much better. And this is coming from somebody who actually did enjoy Vessel of Hatred, but Lord of Hatred just does everything Vessel of Hatred did, but just much better. Anyways, from here on out, I'm going to be talking about spoilers. So again, last warning, we're going to get into it. First up, bosses. Most were fine to great. Some had some high damage nukes that were annoying, but looked neat at the very least. Hands of Akarat bosses were repetitive, but necessary, I suppose. But the main highlights really included bosses like Rathma's Golem with the kind of Necromancer-style fight. Memory of Inarius, where we got to finally have an angel boss, even though it wasn't a real angel technically, but oh, the moves in that fight were amazing. I loved every second of that fight, even with the kind of annoying like chain mechanic. They brought back Malphas, basically Malphas from Diablo 4 Season 3, really fantastic boss, and kind of a neat way to kind of integrate it into the actual main story. And of course, oh my lord of hatred specifically, Mephisto. What a fantastic final boss. Much better than Vessel of Hatred's by far. Between the different phases and the different unique attacks Mephisto has, it is a memorable fight, and I will remember it for the foreseeable future. And I can't wait to see how they integrate it into the end game later down the line. Character and story beats were mostly on point and well-paced. I have a bit of nitpicks, mainly things like kind of questionable decisions some characters make. I'm looking at you, Loreth. But besides that, there were a bunch of cool twists here and there. I was engaged the whole way. There was definitely some scenes where the game really made me love and hate some characters, and not because they were either poorly written or annoying, but because they were actually well written. If there was a character that was designed to be upsetting, they managed it. If there was a character designed to be cool or down in the dumps, they managed it. Everything seemed to hit. Mostly. Lilith, specifically, is a great character as a kind of a voice-in-your-head plot device with lots of lore this time. Mephisto walking around as Akarat is fantastic, and it was great to see how he manipulated Sanctuary walking around in Akarat's body. It was very menacing, and the scenes where you saw him preaching to his flock, as it were, was just enough motivation right there that you wanted to stop him as the main force of good in the story. I'm really sad to see characters like Neyrelle and, well, Lilith, and now Lorath gone, and gone, presumably. They are, I know a lot of people didn't really like Neyrelle. I think that she was an okay character. I think she had her moments, but I think they gave her a good send-off, even though it does feel a little abrupt. She really helps get the rest of the story moving, and Lorath, among other characters, does bring it up multiple times. Mephisto may return at some point from the void, especially if Lilith was able to, so I'm a little skeptical of, especially in this franchise, of people being really gone, but they really seem to nail it with making it at least feel like, yes, this may be the actual final time you will see these characters outside of memories and dreams and all that. Biggest highlight, though, absolutely was Tyrell's return. It nearly had me in tears. The fact that they even got the same voice actor back, I was just a mess. That being said, lots of questions still surrounding what he was doing the whole time he was gone in the West and whatnot. As for other characters, minor characters and whatnot, the Amazons and Scovos Isles as a whole made for a fantastic setting to be immersed in. Beautiful landscapes. Anyways, overall, character and story, setting, everything, amazing, amazing. Blizzard does not usually miss on this point. Gameplay-wise, I didn't really get to endgame in the expansion yet, so this is mainly just going off of gameplay of the campaign itself, and I'll say that the early impressions of everything is good. The new skill tree seems amazing. Well, maybe not amazing, but good. A step in the right direction, if you will. Charms in the Herodic Cube coming back is certainly welcome. And war plans seem great, and they may need a few tweaks, but overall, as far as like progressing through the campaign itself, it's not going to be much different core gameplay-wise that you haven't seen in Diablo 4's base game or in Vessel Patron. Overall, I'm super happy with the expansion so far. I think it's definitely well worth the money. If you already kind of were on the fence about Diablo 4 or have already enjoyed Diablo 4, this is an amazing expansion to jump into. Not to mention with the new classes, Paladin, that we've already had a taste of, and of course the new Warlock class. So, new stuff to try on top of everything else. I've got lots of Diablo 4 to play, and I'm happy to see how Blizzard updates it in the next few months. All in all, I'm glad that everything wrapped up pretty neatly, and I think I can safely say that the future of Diablo 4 may be bright. I guess we'll see. Anyways, have a good one, everybody, and good luck with the loot.